My entitled sister-in-law was angry that we refused to tell her our baby name and kept snooping around our house for clues. I was fed up, so I tricked her. My sister-in-law Erica and I are total opposites. She's kind of loud, boisterous, and some would even say abrasive. Meanwhile, I'm reserved and observant. Because of these differences, we've never gone out of our way to bond with each other. We've never been overly hostile either, though this changed when I first got pregnant with my daughter. We learned that Erica and her husband had fertility issues for several years, and because of that, she was very hot and cold towards us as I was pregnant. One minute, she pretended like she didn't care while we were talking about it at family gatherings. The next, she was volunteering to throw the baby shower. We both assumed the behavior was because of their fertility issues and didn't think too much of it. But the strangest thing she did was demand to know what we were naming our daughter before we announced it. She constantly asked us and got visibly annoyed when we just laughed her off and said it was a secret. We couldn't understand why the hell she cared so much, as she was not expecting at this time. When I gave birth and her name was finally announced, Erica kept going on and on about how beautiful and unique it was. To this day, she comments about how different it is. Then, I got pregnant again with twins, and miraculously, Erica got pregnant with a boy. Erica's odd behavior continued towards me, but this time it was more blatant. She'd make snarky comments about how big I was going to get with 2 babies, and that my body would never snap back like it did after our daughter. She even accused us of getting pregnant on purpose after she announced her own pregnancy, even though the whole family knew we were actively trying at the time of her announcement. I chose to ignore her comments because I knew that would get to her more than confronting her would, since she thrived off drama. Erica was obviously much further along than we were, and right on cue, the baby name interrogation started again. This time, she kept hounding us for both of the names we had already picked out. But again, we declined to answer. After days of this, I got annoyed and asked my husband if he thought she was asking so she could use our names, since she was first. He said he wasn't sure, so I said, let's test it. Before we were due, we hosted my father-in-law's birthday at our house, and I came up with the perfect plan. I went onto some site where you can order custom name wall decals and put in the names Aria Rose and Sebastian Ali. I didn't complete the order. I got to the final page and then printed it out and hid it in a dresser drawer in the nursery. My husband honestly thought this whole thing was silly, so he said he would give me $20 if she did it. The next morning, nothing was out of place, and the order sheet was still in the exact location. So we thought this wasn't her intention, and forgot about it. Though I did notice that Erica never asked us about the names again. Then she gave birth, so we went to the hospital to give our congrats. When we went to see the baby, I asked what his name was, and man, I cannot properly explain the shit-eating grin that came over Erica's face as she says Sebastian Ali. I mean, she was really proud of herself, and honestly, it's the most vindictive I have ever seen her look in the years I've known her. But instead of reacting how she was expecting, I put on a performance like I had graduated from Juilliard. I said, oh my god, that's such a great name. He's so cute. Look at his little face. Oh, I just love him so much. Welcome to the world, Sebastian. Auntie is gonna spoil you rotten. I am laying it on thick without an ounce of bother. The range of emotions on Erica's face went from shock to confusion to rage in a span of maybe 17 seconds. It was like something short-circuited in her head. Meanwhile, my husband was holding in the laugh of the century. She asked me why I was reacting that way. I looked at her and asked, how did you expect me to react? She just said never mind, and told me she wanted to spend some alone time with her baby. So we said our goodbyes, and my husband gave me $20 in the elevator while almost crying laughing.